Hello, you guys. I wanted to come on here and do stocking stuffer ideas for girls, for women, for under $20. I've got a big list going on right now. Now, everything that I will say, I will post a picture, and then I will also post an Amazon link. Now, just because I'm posting it on Amazon does not mean that that is the cheapest place to find it. I'm just going to post a picture so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. But I would definitely suggest that before you buy it on Amazon, if you have the time, definitely check out like your local stores, Walmart, Target, even like Temu, if you are a big Temu shopper, because some of these items might actually be a lot cheaper than what they are on Amazon. So I am not affiliated with Amazon at all or any of these stores. These are all just things that personally I would like in my stocking stuffer, so I thought I'd share it with you. So I make no money, nothing off of these links. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to break it up into categories. That way it's a little bit easier for you. So the first category that we're going to go with beauty. So I'm going to go, fast. That way this video isn't really long since I've got a big list here. So some beauty ideas that I had is you can always purchase like a makeup bag. And then in that makeup bag, you can always fill it up with, a few things if you want. Or if you just want the makeup bag to be like one thing, and then, the rest of the stuff to be other things that you just throw in the stocking, that's good too. I did forget to mention, some of these things might be bigger than the stocking because of the packaging. Now my stockings that we have at home were actually handmade, so they are about 2 times bigger than an average stocking. So a lot of this stuff I can fit into my stocking without having to take it out of the packages, but there's some things that I definitely would say take them out of the package. Sometimes the package takes up more space than is actually required. Take it out of the package and then just put it in there. Okay, so back to the list. So makeup bag. In the makeup bag, some things that I thought you wanted to put in it is a loofah for the shower. Some chapsticks if you want, we always need chapsticks, especially in the wintertime. I live in the Midwest. Points if you know where that's from. I'm Midwest, so it does get really cold. My lips get really chapped. So I always have to have chapstick on me. So I like to buy lots of chapsticks on me. Another idea is a makeup primer. Now I know there's some really high-end makeup primers, but one of my favorite makeup primers that's on the lower side is definitely e.l.f. The Poreless primer. NYX has a pretty good one. But yeah, so a makeup primer, like a lower end makeup primer, maybe if, your woman is not going out for the day, but she still wants to put on a little makeup, so she doesn't want to use her high-end stuff. Maybe, she'll reach for the lower end primer. Another one that I have is nail polish. Again, this is one of the items that I will post like an Amazon link, but this is definitely something that you can find cheaper at Walmart or your Target or, Dollar Tree even. But I just wanted to post a picture of this just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, a bubble bath. There's definitely some good bubble baths out there that are made for women. So a bubble bath would be a good thing to put in their stocking stuffer. I've got a clipboard down here, so looking at my list, so that's why I keep looking down. Another thing is eye patches. I definitely love to use eye patches at night. Just stick them on, lay down with my husband as we talk or as we watch a show, and then, take them off. This is, again, one of those things that, there's really higher end versions, but then there's some really, really good, $5 kits for the eye patches. Next is travel size perfume. Now I found a really good Versace. Now Versace is about, you know, it's an expensive brand, but they do make a little sample size of the Versace perfume for only $10. And that is in Amazon that I was able to find it. I don't know about any of the other stores. You know, I doubt it. Sephora carries like just like a little sample size, but I mean, it's Versace. So that's for $10. I'm sure she would love something Versace in her stocking. So that's a good one. And then some earrings. Definitely Temu. I'm a huge Temu. Again, not affiliated with Temu whatsoever. But they have some really nice earrings on there for like $1.50. Now, if you want to check out Amazon, I will put a picture up here of an earring that was like, I think $6.99, I think. Something like that. But earrings are definitely a good stocking stuffer idea also. And then I thought of a body scrub. I love body scrubs. I use body scrubs on my legs a lot right before I'm going to shave. So I would love, you know, I have a ton of body scrubs. Like maybe one day I will make a video on all of my collection of like body scrubs and stuff like that. But definitely body scrubs is another one that I would suggest. Okay, and then, so that's it for the beauty. So now let's move on to just like kitchen items that I would love to receive in my stocking. First one is some glass straws. We go through a lot of straws here in this house, and I was able to find some glass straws that they say are heavy duty. I haven't personally tried them, but you know, definitely make sure that if you have kids, because I have kids, I have 2 little ones, that if you're buying glass straws, they are, you know, pretty sturdy if they're ever dropped. Or maybe just don't give them the glass straws and just maybe keep it for you and your partner, your significant other, for you guys to use. Next is a garlic press. My kids are always getting into my garlic press. They just love to put things in it and then just press it and see it come out. I mean, all the time. They like to stick cheese. They like to stick grapes. They like to stick little apple slices. I mean, anything that they can find. They even like to stick dirt, clumps of dirt. They will find clumps of dirt and put it in my garlic press, and then they just love to play with it. So I'm always losing my garlic press. So I would love to get another garlic press in my stocking. Next thing is a Scrub Daddy sponge. Now, I am a cleaner. I love to keep my house nice and clean. So I'm always constantly buying a Scrub Daddy. So that's a good one if you like to clean the house, or if your wife likes to clean the house, or girlfriend, you know, your significant other. Next is a meat masher. This is something that I actually don't have, and I don't know why, because I'm always trying to reach for a meat masher, but I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to purchasing one, but a meat masher. You know, we can always use meat mashers for cooking. Next is I have a salt and pepper shaker. Now this is probably like one, that's not really like a good idea, but hear me out. Maybe get them a salt and pepper shaker that's like Christmas related. So maybe they just pull it out during the decoration, you know, some Santa Claus, maybe some Christmas tree, some reindeer, like things like that. So if you want to get salt and pepper shakers that are just like every year thing, go ahead. But if your spouse already has significant other, I'm sorry, I keep saying spouse because I'm married, so it just comes out. But anyways, but if they want to have one for all year round, awesome. But if they already have some for all year round, maybe just get them some for Christmas, or not even Christmas. Maybe you can find like Valentine themed ones, or Easter, or St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, like things like that. So salt and pepper shakers that maybe are like holiday themed. Next is a meat thermometer. This is one that I'm also always trying to reach for. Meat thermometers are very important when it comes to like chicken, so you can see at what degree the chicken is to make sure it's ready. And I'm talking about one of those digital ones, not the ones that you stick it in and then you have to wait like 3 minutes before. No. I'm talking like a digital one where you just shove it in and then within seconds it tells you the temperature. That would be a good one. Next is a milk frother. I bought my husband one last year and put it in his stocking, and we love it. I bought him a latte machine a couple of years ago for his birthday, and so milk frother has come in handy a ton. So again, that is probably one of the things that you will have to take out of the packaging. I'm pretty sure that packaging is just so much bigger than the actual item itself. So next thing that I have on here is a measuring spoon. Again, my kids love to grab my measuring spoons to play in their kitchen, and so I'm always using a measuring spoon. So I thought a good measuring spoon would be not the cups, just the one measuring spoon that you kind of, I'll post a picture of it here, that you just move it back and forth to whatever you need it, 1/3, half a cup, things like that. So I thought that would be a good one. Next is I would like, so this is more of like food related, some wafers. I love me some strawberry wafers, and I found some on Amazon that are like $1.29. Like you cannot go wrong with $1.29 wafers, and they have like a variety, but personally I love the strawberry kind. But yeah, if you need just like little snack items, some wafers would be good. Another thing is some Lindor chocolates, or even just like Ferrero Rocher chocolates, or just like any type of chocolate bar that they like. Stick it in their stocking. Just snack ideas like that. Some chocolates if your wife, spouse, significant other likes peanuts. They make those small peanut bags. Grab a little peanut bag, stick them in there. They also have like those little to-go Oreos tins. Grab some of that, stick it in their stocking. That's a snack that they could just grab if they're in a hurry to go somewhere to snack on. I know I'm always in a hurry when I have to take the kids somewhere, and sometimes I don't have time to eat. So just things like that your significant other can just grab and eat it in the car, and it's not going to be messy. Another food item that would be good to stick in their stocking stuffer is hot chocolate bombs. If they're the type of person that really likes to drink hot chocolate during the cold season, hot chocolate bombs are great. They're really fun. They're filled with the marshmallows inside and the cocoa powder, and then just the chocolate outside. Next is some gum. I can't chew gum, which is I used to be such a gum chewer, but I can't chew gum. But because I used to be such a gum chewer, I thought this would be a good idea for a stocking stuffer. The reason why I can't chew gum is because I've got 2 molars that are missing that I never got implants for. And so also my teeth have suddenly just turned really sensitive. I've tried the sugar-free gum, but it's still kind of hard to chew when I'm missing 2 molars. So can't really chew gum anymore, but that stinks. But to kind of go with gum, maybe you can buy like some Tic Tacs or something like that to stick in their stocking to go with as well. Now this is if your significant other doesn't take offense to things like that. I don't take offense to things like that. To me, it's kind of like, oh, awesome, great, something to put in my purse whenever I have bad breath. But I know there might be some people out there that take offense to things like that. So just kind of look at the situation when it comes to things like that. Please don't blame me. And then last but not least that I have for kitchen item is hand soap. Now you can get some really good hand soap from Bath & Body Works, but also you could just go to Walmart and get, or Dollar Tree too, just get a little hand soap for like $1.25. They can stick it right next to their kitchen sink. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of places that you can find just like cheap hand soap that I think is still, it's okay. It works. It does its job. It is, it'll work for, being cheap. Okay, next category is just kind of like a random assortment of things. There's some things that can be breaking up into categories, but it's just like such a small category that I just thought I would combine it with everything else that's remaining. So the next thing, so this is just random things. Next thing that I have is Mr. Pen highlighters. I love the Mr. Pen highlighters. I do a lot of Bible journaling. So the Mr. Pen highlighters are the best. They don't bleed in my Bible. I love the Mr. Pen highlighters. And to kind of go with the Mr. Pen highlighters, my all-time favorite pens is these erasable pens. They work so well when it comes to erasing. I mean, it's like you never wrote, whatever it is that you wrote in the first place. By far the best erasable pens that I have been able to find. So the Mr. Pen highlighters and the erasable pens are two of the things that I just really love to have with me at all times when I'm doing my Bible journaling. Next is a pair of socks. You get a pair of little funny socks. I go through socks like crazy. I'm constantly losing socks, or I'm constantly having to throw them away because they get just way too dirty or they get holes in them. So I could always use a good pair of socks in my stocking. Next is leave-in conditioner. Now the picture that I have that I will post is leave-in conditioner for curly hair, because I do have curly hair. Right now you can't tell because I have it pulled back, but I do have curly hair. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this picture. If your significant other does not have curly hair, make sure you are looking for one that's meant for their hair type. Next is a car freshener. I love for my car to smell good, so I love to get car fresheners. Next, to go with the car, is the car putty. That is, the putty that you use to clean inside your vents or anything like that. That's always a good one too for your significant other to have in their car. Next is, now this is probably some of you are probably gonna think like, what in the world? Like, why would I want that in my stocking? But I mean, this is the mother in me that's gonna come out, okay? But I would love to receive scent boosters. Now I know some of you are like, I don't like laundry. I don't like to do laundry. I don't want to be reminded to do laundry. But me, I go through scent boosters like no other. I love my clothes to smell good. I love to do laundry. So I'm putting in, lots and lots of scent boosters in my laundry load every time. So I go through scent boosters a ton. I would love to receive a scent booster. This is probably an item that's not going to fit in your stocking. So maybe this is an item that you could just put next to their stocking if you decide, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Again, this is probably one of those things that you probably want to watch out for. You don't want your significant other to be like, oh, are you telling me I have to, do more laundry or what? Like, no, kind of read the situation. See if they would, if that is something they would enjoy. Again, don't put it on me. So just, beware of that. I don't want anybody to get in trouble during the Christmas season, okay? Next is a card game. You can go out and get like an Uno game, Goldfish, maybe just something like a card game that you and your significant other can play together, or even just like a deck of cards. I am going to post a picture of the game. What is it, like Taco Cat Pizza or something like that? I've played it before, but I don't personally own it. That's why I don't know the title. But that's always a good one. Again, if you get that game, the Taco Cat Pizza, if that's what it's called, that's probably something you'll have to take out of the packaging. Or, if you really, really want to, that can be a gift in itself. I think Amazon has it for like $8. If you're the type of couples that really like to play games and you think, oh, that would be a good gift idea, then okay, give it as a gift and not a stocking stuffer. So next is I found these Bible verses cards. Me and my husband like to read a Bible verse, or we like to do like some type of conversations at night, like card conversations that are related to the Bible right before we go to bed. So, if you're into that, you can get this Bible verse that you and your husband your significant other sorry guys, I apologize. You guys can do together. There is also just conversation cards that aren't even related to religion. If that's not your thing, perfectly okay. But that is an option. Just some conversation cards. Now, if you are into the religion kind, like really religious, Grace & Co. I will leave their website down in the description. They have a sale going on, like a $5 and under sale, and they have some conversation cards. That's where me and my husband always pick up our conversation cards. They have some conversation cards on there that are related to the religion, and I think they might even have like kids conversation cards, like just for $5 or less. So make sure you check out that company if that is, something that you like to do, that your family is religious and, you want to do something like that. Check them out in Grace & Co. And again, I will link them in there. You just click on the tab and then click it either says $5 sale or super sale or something like that. But there's also other great things on there that are under $5 that are not even related to like conversation cards or anything like that. Okay, that was a lot. Next is a bath bomb. If you like to take baths, this would be a good one for your significant other. Just have their own bath bomb in there. Lush has some really good ones. Now, Lush is a little bit more expensive, but if you really like bath bombs, look for small businesses, you guys. There's so many small businesses out there that have some really good bath bombs, huge bath bombs, for like $5. I definitely recommend checking out Etsy. Just typing in the search bar bath bombs. Also checking out if your local like vendor fairs, or even just Instagram, just in the search bar type bath bombs, and then a bunch of accounts will come up. So definitely when it comes to like bath bombs or anything like that, definitely check out the small businesses. Support those small businesses this holiday season. Which brings me to another thing that could be considered a small business, and is wax melts. I don't like candles, which, if your significant other loves candles, a small little candle is another thing that you can put in their stocking, but I'm very afraid of candles with my little ones. My little one is into that phase where he just likes to grab and pull things, so I cannot have a candle. So I have wax warmers all over my house, and believe it or not, I actually have my own wax business. I sell wax melts and other things that are related to wax, in case you didn't know. My business name is Casa Hermosa Creations. I will link my Instagram down in the description. It's also the name of my channel here, Casa Hermosa Creations. If you're into the wax melts and you love supporting small businesses, I don't only just melt mine. I have a ton, and I mean a ton, from other small businesses that I have supported. That is also my wax melt collection from other businesses is like a whole video in itself also, that could be such a long video, because I love supporting other small vendors when it comes to body scrubs, bath bombs, wax melts. Like, yes, I create my own and I love to melt my own, but I also am a huge supporter of the small businesses. So I purchase from small businesses as well when it comes to that. Next is flosser picks. Those are just such easy to stick in your purse. And then just whenever you need it, you're out to eat and you need a flosser pick, you know, just grab in your purse. It's really, really cheap item. $2 on Amazon, like $2 and some change on Amazon. So flosser picks. Next is a keychain, you know, just a really, really cute keychain. And to go along with the keychain is pepper spray. Again, this is not for everybody. Not everybody likes to carry pepper spray. I have little ones, and so they're always playing with my keys. So the pepper spray that I have is actually the one that I'm going to show here in the picture. I've had it for about a year. It's, nothing's happened. They haven't been able to move it, push it down, nothing like that. And I think it's good for like 4 or 5 years. But I always like to keep pepper spray just in case anything ever happens. So yeah, pepper spray is also something that you can stick in the stocking. Next is a pop socket. Pop sockets were a popular thing when they first came out. I know that now a lot of like pop socket is kind of making its way out, and I think it's because a lot of like car mounts and stuff like that, you can't use a lot of the car mounts when you have the pop socket. But if your significant other still likes pop sockets, you know, that's a good idea to stick in their stocking, as well as maybe a phone case to go with the pop socket. Again, the picture that I'm going to post is just a random picture of a phone case. This is not any specific, you know, this is just like, I think it's an iPhone, but make sure you know what your significant other has before you get them a phone case. Make sure it's the correct phone case. Next that I have is body wash. You can go to Walmart, pick up a you know, significantly fairly priced body wash. That's good. Next is a passport book. So if you don't know what that is, it's just like a booklet that goes over your passport that you just take and travel with. That's a good one if you guys like to travel a lot together, or maybe she travels a lot for work, whatever the situation is, but I think a passport book would be a good one. Next is a stylus. There's a lot of stylus on Amazon that are meant not just for iPads, they're meant for other things too. So make sure you just search on Amazon, you know, stylus, and a whole list will pop up of stylus that are not just specific to iPads. I found a ton of stylus that says they're compatible with Apple products, and then they're compatible with other products too for like less than $20. There are some that are a little over $20, but still not compared to like $80, $90 that you would find, you know, at the Apple store. So a stylus would be a good one. And then last but not least, I think out of everything that I said, it would be my favorite thing. And it's like just the smallest item, but I love, love, love collecting Disney pins. Now, I don't care if they're real Disney pins or if they're not. I don't trade my Disney pins. I have board after board after board of pins that people have found for me at like pawn shops, or that I picked up myself at Disney World. Again, I don't care if they're not real, if they're fake. If there's like a Disney character on there, I love it. I love Disney pins. So again, that's just such a small item. But if your significant other is into collecting pins, it doesn't even have to be Disney pins. There's pins for like anything. If your significant other has a favorite movie, I'm sure you can find them pins of that movie. You know, if they have some type of a hobby, if they like candles, I'm sure you can probably find a pin of just little itty bitty candles. Like, but yeah, that is all that I have. That was a long list, you guys, and that's not even all. There is so many other things that I know that are under $20 for stocking stuffers. So if you guys would like a part 2, let me know in the comments. I can definitely make a part 2. But yeah, this is what I have. So thank you for much for coming along with me for $20 and under stocking stuffer ideas for your significant other.